Congrats, loser! You've been chosen as my personal assistant. You should be honored that the department manager's daughter is letting you serve her.
Sarah, you're Manager Thompson's daughter, right? The one who asked to exchange contacts earlier.
Yeah, that's me. I thought you were too young for dementia, but did you already forget?
Huh? You haven't sent these messages to the wrong person, have you? I really think you should check before hitting send. Though the content of these messages is not something that can be overlooked regardless of the receiver.
Look, I'm not wrong. I know who I'm talking to. Today I came to tour the workplace using Daddy's authority. Actually, I was looking for someone convenient to use, and you caught my eye, so I'm giving you the privilege of serving me.
Stop it! Look, I'm going to be your supervisor. Stop fooling around. This is a workplace, not a school.
Huh? What are you lecturing me for? Is this that thing where older women can't help but correct young people?
That wasn't my intention.
If we're talking about that, my daddy is the department manager. He's your boss, right? Keep lecturing the precious daughter of your boss like this, and you might get fired real quick. Is that okay?
Are you trying to threaten me?
I'm just stating facts. I'm being nice by giving you a heads up like this. Lucky you. I'm not that cruel. You could get fired out of nowhere, but I'm still giving you a grace period.
You're going to work as my subordinate from now on. Just because your father is the department manager doesn't mean you can ignore the rules. As long as you're getting paid to work here, you need to follow company policy as an employee.
Huh? You seem more uptight than I thought. You looked quiet and easy to handle, so I picked you, but you're being annoying. Maybe I should find a different employee. I want an assistant who just shuts up and does what they're told.
Are you really coming to this company to work?
Ugh, how boring. I'm not joining because I want to work. Daddy told me I could take it easy since he's the department manager.
The department manager told you that?
Yeah, when you become a department manager, you can use company expenses to go drinking whenever you want, right? So I can go out drinking every day without spending my own money. If I say I'm doing outside sales, I can drive anywhere I want and take coffee breaks or watch movies. That's what he taught me. Working at a company is seriously easy.
What? That's not allowed. If he's really doing that, it's only because he's abusing his position as department manager.
Huh? You've been working all this time and never heard about this? Have you been working seriously like a good little employee this whole time? How pathetic. It's totally different from the department manager's treatment. Regular employees like you just don't understand how things really work around here.
That's not treatment. He's just taking unauthorized breaks. That's not normal company behavior.
Whatever. Talking to you is exhausting because you're too serious. I'll find someone else to be my assistant, so forget about it. Please continue focusing on your beloved work. There are plenty of other employees who would jump at the chance to help the department manager's daughter. You're missing out on a great opportunity.
Stop saying stupid things and do your job properly. I'm going to talk to the department manager about this. Got it?
Go ahead. See what happens when you complain to Daddy about his precious daughter. I'm sure that'll work out great for you.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
You just clocked in, didn't you? Today is your first day and you're already 5 hours late. That's absolutely unacceptable. I warned you before, didn't I? To make sure you come to work properly. You didn't get it, did you?
What? A 5-hour delay and some old hag is lecturing the department manager's daughter? Stop getting carried away.
Being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over
Don't you
facts over
realize your
tracks, this
future
and
is in the
that,
palm of
spitting
my
slow,
hand?
spitting
I could have you
fast, I can
transferred to the
gas, think I'm
worst
okay
department
last,
in the
but I
company
don't know
with
if
just
that
one
can
word to
erase all the
Daddy.
past and the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness.
You're the one who needs to stop. The company isn't a playground. At school, you paid money to attend, so they might have treated you like a customer. But at a company, you get paid to belong here. You need to do work that matches your salary. People who aren't even willing to work don't have the right to belong at a company.
Ugh, annoying. You're getting seriously annoying now. That's how it works for regular people. I'm the department manager's daughter. You're not in a position to complain. Do you even know what Daddy's salary is? What his bonus was last year? The company values our family way more than some random employee like you.
I'm your supervisor. Of course I have a duty to point out your mistakes. That's literally my job.
Your job? Your job is whatever I say it is. I outrank you through family connections, so get used to it.
You really should stop acting so entitled.
Whatever. I can't listen to this anymore. I'm getting Daddy to fire you, so brace yourself.
Serious?
Yeah. By the way, I'm at a cafe with Daddy right now, so when I showed him this conversation, he immediately agreed to fire you. He said employees who disrespect his daughter need to be taught a lesson. You brought this on yourself.
You're at a cafe? What are you doing there during work hours?
Obviously, I'm having a relaxing chat with Daddy about future plans. We're discussing how to make the workplace more comfortable for me. He's explaining which employees are trustworthy and which ones cause problems. Guess which category you fall into.
So you're 5 hours late, didn't ask for any work instructions, and you're casually chatting with the department manager at a cafe?
I told you from the start, I'm not planning to do any work or deal with stuffy business stuff. Why is that so hard for you to understand? Daddy says the company runs itself anyway. The important thing is maintaining good relationships with management.
Then why did you even join the company?
Because I was told I'd get paid for doing nothing if I joined? How many times do I have to say the same thing? I'm the department manager's daughter. That's enough. Plus, it looks good on my resume later if I want to job hop to something better. Having worked at a respectable company opens doors. You're fired. Get out of the company right now. Daddy's calling HR as we speak.
Fine, then I quit. I'll submit my resignation immediately.
Serves you right, old hag. This is what happens when you go against me. Be smarter at your next company. Maybe now you'll learn to show proper respect to people who matter. I'm doing you a favor by teaching you how the real world works.
Any company that would accept someone like you probably couldn't function properly anyway. Whatever, do what you want.
Victoria, did you get into it with the department manager's daughter? That girl came back to the office all excited saying, I got the old hag fired or some nonsense, and everyone in the office was stunned.
Get into it? That girl showed up 5 hours late today, and when I pointed it out, she said she'd get me fired. I thought I couldn't work at a company with a daughter and manager like that, so I figured I'd just quit cleanly.
No way! What are you saying? Just because some ridiculous new hire shows up, our star employee Victoria has to quit? That's not a fair trade at all! The company's loss is way too big! You've been carrying half the department's workload for the past 2 years! The projects you manage generate more revenue than most entire teams!
I appreciate you saying that, but I don't want to work where I have to bow down to a ridiculous girl like that. It's not just about her attitude, it's about what this represents. That merit doesn't matter here, only connections do.
But if you leave, everyone's going to quit! And more importantly, what's the CEO going to say when he finds out? He specifically praised your work during the last board meeting, called you indispensable to our future growth or something like that.
I don't know about that. The CEO overworks us too much anyway. I'm going to enjoy vacation now. Sorry to everyone, but please take care of the work. When I quit, everyone's workload is going to increase. But if you're okay with that, then keep working. If you don't like it, quitting is an option for everyone. Everyone should live valuing themselves. We shouldn't have to tolerate being treated like garbage just to keep our jobs.
That's true too, but if we're going to accept such a hopeless new hire, that's the CEO's decision, and we don't have to keep working somewhere we don't want to work either, right?
That's why I decided to value myself too. I've been thinking about this for a while, honestly.
I understand your feelings, Victoria. It's weird that the department manager can hire someone like that in the first place. Honestly, we've been too intimidated by the department manager's position. We've been looking the other way when threatened with firing, but that was wrong from the start. We should have stood up to this kind of behavior years ago.
I think so too. I thought talking about that person was pointless, so I just quietly did my work. He didn't do anything directly to harm me, but the damage was tolerable. But hiring that daughter through nepotism crossed the line. It shows he has no respect for the rest of us or the work we do.
There's definitely been quiet complaints among employees. We've been too busy with work to try to fix the root problem, and that's what caused us to lose you!
That seems a bit dramatic to say you lost me.
I've got it. I'll discuss this with the other employees, too. We need to decide how we should move forward so we don't regret it and can work comfortably. I'm thinking of calling a meeting with some of the others. Emma, Tom, Linda, Marcus, people who've been here long enough to see the pattern.
Yes, that sounds good. You should try that. Document everything properly, though. Dates, witnesses, specific incidents.
What did you do? You were the one who got fired, right? So why are Daddy and I getting fired?
Oh, so I heard. Sorry, but I'm enjoying my vacation right now, so can we talk about this later? I'm at the beach, actually. First time I've been able to relax in months. Thanks for giving me the push I needed to prioritize my mental health.
Don't play dumb. The CEO suddenly got furious and fired us. He was angry that you were fired for unfair reasons. You must have said something. Daddy is panicking. He keeps saying this will ruin his reputation in the industry. His career is over.
Huh? I didn't say anything. I quit pretty smoothly. Filed my paperwork, cleaned out my desk, said goodbye to my colleagues.
Then why is the CEO so pissed off at us? This doesn't make any sense. He called us into his office this morning and just started yelling something about toxic management culture and liability to the company.
I don't really know, but I was a pretty valuable asset to the company. Between a worthless new hire like you, who doesn't want to work, and me, well, 9 times out of 10, the company would consider me more important.
What did you say? I'm the department manager's daughter.
Companies care about results, not about who your daddy is. I brought in 3 major clients last quarter alone. Besides, the department manager got fired too, didn't he? A fired department manager is just an incompetent old man to the company and employees. Without his position, he's nothing, and you're even less than nothing. You're a liability who can't do any actual work.
What? Tell me what you did. Why did this happen? This isn't fair. Daddy promised me this job would be easy and fun. We had plans. I was going to get promoted quickly and then transfer to a better company.
I told you I didn't do anything. Well, the CEO did call me frantically earlier. When he came to the office today, he heard weird stories about me quitting or getting fired. And when he saw I really wasn't there, he panicked and called me. So I just explained exactly what happened and how I ended up getting fired. Gave him the full story from beginning to end.
So you're saying the CEO is angry because you told him unnecessary things? You could have just said you wanted to leave for personal reasons or something. Why did you have to drag us into it?
Unnecessary things? What do you mean? I just gave him a proper reason for quitting. I didn't exaggerate anything, just told him the facts. I even sent him screenshots of all the messages you sent me. That's what made him furious about firing his most productive employee for no legitimate reasons.
Screenshots? You saved our conversations? That's so sneaky.
It's called documentation. Adults do it to protect themselves. You should learn about it if you ever plan to work anywhere else. The CEO told me I'm a strong asset that employees and the company don't want to lose. So I think it was a smart decision for him to fire a salary thief like you who doesn't even want to work, rather than lose me.
That's not fair. I haven't done anything bad yet. It was just my first day. And technically, I wasn't even officially starting until next week anyway. Today was supposed to be orientation or whatever.
No, you were 5 hours late on your first day, and then you went to a cafe with your department manager, Daddy, and apparently you charged that to company expenses, too. The CEO was particularly interested in that detail, something about misuse of company funds and setting a precedent for fraudulent expense claims.
That's just that one thing. It's my first day, and as the department manager's daughter, I should naturally get special treatment. I don't understand why I'm getting in so much trouble for that. Other managers probably do the same thing with their families. It's not like we were spending thousands of dollars.
Today, you were massively late again, and you flew out of bed to come to work after getting angry calls from the department manager. That information came from your colleagues, too. Emma saw you rushing into the building in your pajama pants at 2 p.m. Very professional look for the department manager's daughter.
That was an accident. I forgot to set my alarm and Daddy was calling me nonstop. Anyone would have rushed.
The company isn't a place to play around. It's not a place where you should get paid for doing nothing. Got it?
Okay, I've got it. I'll work properly, so tell them not to fire us. The CEO will listen to what you say, right? I promise I'll change my attitude. I'll come to work on time and everything. Just talk to the CEO for us.
I would never say that. I got fired because I didn't want to work with you people. I'm not in a position to recommend keeping you around.
But Daddy said he'd reverse the firing decision. He has connections with the board of directors.
What are you talking about? That makes it even worse. I accepted getting fired because I didn't want to work with you people. I'd rather transfer to a completely different company than have to work with you guys ever again.
Why? I said I'd change. Look, I admit I made some mistakes, but everyone deserves a second chance, right? I'm young and I can learn.
I already told you, it's not just about you saying you'll work properly. Your father has been slacking off and doing inappropriate things for a long time. There's no way the CEO would let someone like that stay, especially after this incident.
What I said about Daddy was a lie. Daddy is working properly, so please don't fire Daddy. I was just trying to sound cool and important. I made up those stories about expense accounts and taking breaks. Daddy would never do that.
What are you talking about? It's not a lie. I know those facts too, and lots of subordinates testified about it.
Huh?
I'm on vacation right now, so I'm not directly involved, but my subordinates were furious that I got fired. They said it would be better for the company to fire the department manager instead, and they stood up. That's what I heard. They collected lots of evidence of the department manager's past immoral behavior and boycotted. Young people are amazing. They have real power when they organize.
That's impossible, right? That can't be true. Other employees wouldn't do that. Daddy always said the other employees respected him. He said they looked up to him as a mentor.
I think it's way more impossible for your dad and you to be doing problematic things and facing no consequences. I was too busy with work to think about it much before, but I'm really grateful that my subordinates came together and took action like this. Jake told me they had a whole folder of documented incidents going back 2 years. Screenshots, witness statements, expense reports, the works.
But Daddy is the department manager. It's natural for him to get some special treatment compared to regular employees. Every company has hierarchies. That's just how business works. The higher-ups get perks that regular employees don't get.
You said that before, too, but companies don't always move according to your convenience. It's still business, after all, and there's a difference between legitimate management perks and abusing your position for personal gain.
But that kind of thing is probably what department managers do at my company. I bet if you looked at any other department head, you'd find similar behavior. Daddy isn't uniquely bad or anything.
You're not giving up easily, are you?
Hang on! What's going on? Daddy got called to the CEO's office with a female subordinate, and it looks like her husband and my mom came too. What's happening?
The CEO works pretty fast. You might not want to hear this, but your daddy was having an affair with a married woman at work. That married woman was pretty disliked, too. She used her relationship with the department manager to push work onto others and cause problems for everyone. Since I wasn't directly under her, I didn't get work pushed on me, but the younger employees were apparently building up resentment for months. Just watching two married people having an inappropriate relationship and flirting at work is disgusting, so complaints were natural.
Huh? Daddy was having a relationship with another woman? That's a lie! Daddy loves Mom! You are just making this up to hurt me because you're angry about getting fired!
Men sometimes do stupid things. They get delusional thinking, I'm popular with women, I'm so cool. I don't know if he didn't think it was that bad for his daughter to find out, if he planned to hide it completely, or if he just didn't think that far ahead. But if you worked at the company every day instead of showing up late and leaving for cafes, you would have noticed eventually. It's pretty obvious when you work together daily.
No way! Daddy! This can't be happening! My parents are supposed to be happy together!
Oh my, you were acting so high and mighty and nasty before, but now you're suddenly acting pitiful. Was hearing about Daddy's affairs that hard?
This is too much, isn't it?
You were planning to have a good time right after joining the company, coast along doing no real work and collect a paycheck. But look how it turned out. How about it? Did you learn that society isn't sweet? When you look down on people trying to make it in the real world, you get hurt. When you have no real ability but rely entirely on your family connections and position, you fall into hell when those connections disappear. It's society's baptism. Take your time savoring the taste of rock bottom. Maybe it'll teach you some humility.
I don't know what to do now. I thought everything would be easy because of Daddy's position. I never learned how to actually work or interview properly. How am I supposed to get another job?
Maybe you should have thought about that before threatening to fire the person trying to teach you how to be professional. Good luck figuring out how the real world works. You'll need it.